First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and the highest honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, HaKadosh, double honors to the elders and pastors of Great Millstone, Shalom to the hopeful elect of the Hebrew Israelites. Let me just begin this lesson by playing a bit of this video. It is from the channel of the elder Chazak Yahweh out of GMS, Mississippi. For a day in thy courts is better than 1,000, kingdom of Yahweh Shai. So let me just play a bit.
How about Shemiah Shah? And also, what's going to make us gods? These laws, statutes, and commandments, and us judging by the laws, statutes, and commandments, but also these laws being in our inward parts, making us those perfect judges. Not to mention, we experience these different reincarnations in this wicked flesh, so we know how to judge the flesh. We know how to judge this body because we've been in this body many times. Okay? But once again, the kingdom of heaven is going to be patterned after the mind of Yahweh Shemiah Shai, man. A righteous paradigm.
Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Haya, Shamka. Yahweh, Balakwaka, Taba'a, Ratazaka. Haya, Aisha, Ba'arataza. Kawa, Haya, Bashemayim. Nasalanawa, Lakum, Kal Yawam, Wasalakanawa, Kawabwat Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kawabwati Nawa, Wala'a, Sabaya Nawa, Panasayawan, Abal, Haushai Nawa, Mayan, Rai Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha Allah, Waha Tafa Aras, La'ai Walamium, Aman.
After this days on his side, man. Let me repeat that again. One single day in the kingdom of heaven is better than 1,000 of your best days on this side, man.
You see, man? Hey, you should be fearing to miss out on being of the elect. You see, this video is on FOMO, which is called FOMO, which stands for fear of missing out, man. There are stupid and foolish fears of missing out, and then there are reasonable fears of missing out. Okay, these illustrations are just something to think, to give us thoughts of the kingdom. Of course, it's going to be greater than eye has seen or ear has ever heard. So these illustrations are not going to be on the level at all of the kingdom. Is going to be much greater, but this just going to make you think of the kingdom. And already this, when you see, you don't want to miss out, man. And we're going to be the rulers, man. And you rather stay as a fucking slave in this current world system, chasing for some fucking dollars or for some fucking euros, man. For fucking Lamborghini, when in all reality is our inheritance to fly. Come on, man.
Okay? When things were better for you. Moments that you could reminisce on and say, things were better.
And you see, we're gonna have lines upon lines of wives. Okay, when one is pregnant, then you just deal with others. Then when they get pregnant, you deal with more. You see, it's gonna be endless line of women for one man.
Moments that you could reminisce on and say, yeah, that was a good day. The kingdom of heaven blows it out the park, man. It blows it out the water. Just one day. Not to mention, the Heavenly Father, He's going to stretch out the time. He's going to expand the time so you can enjoy your immortality. You can enjoy your life. And the Lord said in wisdom.
Okay, so let me go to the scriptures. Let me kick off with the one that is the name of the short video over there, which is Psalms chapter 84, which is from the sons of Korah, which in it has been sung that okay, let's read it. Psalms 84 and 10. For a day in thy courts is better than 1,000. Okay, so one day in the kingdom is better than 1,000 days in this current world system. and let's say 1,000 good days. Okay, not like bad or mediocre days. 1,000 good days, which that is what? That is almost 3 years, bruh. So one day in the kingdom is gonna be better than almost 3 years of good days in this wicked world system of today. And on top of that, the kingdom is gonna be eternal. So you should have a fear of missing out on that, man. Okay, as an Israelite, of course, it's impossible for you to completely miss it out because it has been written in Romans that all Israel shall be saved. But you can miss out on the glorious transition to the kingdom and on being, found in glory, okay? And in honor, because if you just staying in a nigger spirit, hey, if you just living that Epicurean lifestyle, just doing what you want, not being disciplined, hey, in the kingdom you're gonna be ashamed, and it's not a place where you want to be ashamed in. You just want to enjoy. You want to have a good conscience, and that's what the elect gonna have, man. Knowing that, yeah, we mess up, but we placed our faith upon Yahweh Shai, man. Psalms 84:10, for a day in thy courts is better than 1,000. I had rather be a doorkeeper in the house of my power than to dwell in the tents of wickedness. The world of today is fucking wicked. It's being ruled by the wicked. This is Job chapter 9 verse 24. Proverbs chapter 29 verse 2 is clear. Okay, and the sons of Korah, they say that they would rather be as pretty much a nobody in the kingdom. Okay, just a watchman of the door, than to be in this current world system. Whatever the position would be, whether you would be, a famous actor, author, musician, all of that's bullshit, man. This is from Merriam-Webster dictionary. FOMO, okay, fear of missing out, fear of not being included in something. And when you see those illustrations, don't you want to be included? Okay, don't you want to be in the kingdom, man? Okay, in the glorious kingdom, such as an interesting or enjoyable activity. And oh boy, the whole of kingdom, eternal kingdom, which is eternal, okay, Daniel 7:18, is an interesting and enjoyable activity, man. We know that through faith that others are experiencing. Okay? And there's some example. If anyone in history should have died from FOMO, it would be Emily Dickinson, an agoraphobe who virtually never left her house. Okay? So she basically missed out on everything, man. In 2018, I was in Rome for Thanksgiving. The first time I had been out of the country for a major holiday. My family never felt so far away, and all I wanted was to be home. This was dramatic, of course, brought on by end of semester stress and strong fear of missing out. So there was fear of missing out of what was happening back home. Okay? Okay, let me go to Wikipedia, because they also had something. Let me actually go to health.clevelandclinic.org. Okay, FOMO is real, how the fear of missing out affects your health. Okay, your physical, mental, and emotional state may be at risk. You don't want to have the fear of missing out of this current world, man. Whatever, when you see the people riding with Porsches, when you see the people flexing on Instagram or Snapchat with their Rolex watches, with their holidays, with their events in those top floors of the hotels, okay, the after parties with the big pools, okay, spending the whole winter in some luxurious resorts. You shouldn't have fear of missing out, because that's bullshit, man. This current world is temporary. Okay? So they give examples. And what you would want to have fear of missing out is the kingdom, okay? You are late night scrolling through Instagram or TikTok and suddenly you stumble on a series of photos or videos of your friends or family having fun without you. You ask yourself, why didn't they invite me? Did they just forget to include me? And then just as quickly, you are falling down a rabbit hole of trying to make sense of it all, wondering what you did wrong, we should have been included, scrolling through their social media profiles to find clues for what made them leave you. What made them leave you out in the first place? Ultimately, you left simmering in sadness, guilt, or shame because you've developed a fear of missing out. Okay? FOMO, or the fear of missing out, has become all too prevalent over the last couple of decades. It's an experience that many of us are familiar with, and while it's directly related to our self-esteem and self-worth, it also has a direct effect on our physical, mental, and emotional health. A quick story: I remember when I was 17 years old, and I was living in Belgium, and it was the New Year's. Okay, everybody, man, went out to have fun, bro. All my friends and acquaintances, everybody went out, bro. They went to the capital city. They went to the bars. They went to have a bar tour. Okay, a bar round. Okay, what is it called a bar streak. Okay, when you just go from fucking one bar to another, just drinking and having fun. And I was in the world at that point. Remember, this is 2016, 2017, New Year's, and I wasn't allowed to go out, man. I was, no matter how much I asked, I wasn't allowed to go out on that New Year's. Bro, I had crazy fear of missing out. I was angry, I was sad. I remember I even cried, man. I spoke with my father. I was like, damn, this is tough. This is tough. I'm not, they're not letting me to go out on the New Year's. What the fuck, man? I was devastated, bro. But then my father said, hey, it's gonna pass, man, With time, you're gonna heal. I was really hurt by that, man. I was in the world, young, wanted to just have fun, okay? And on the New Year's, which, you basically consider as basically the biggest party of the year, bro, I was closed in at the house. I had crazy fear of missing out, but now thinking back at it, who the fuck cares, man? Hey, nowadays in the New Year's time, in the Christmas time, I couldn't fucking care less, man. Okay, I don't I'm not having any plans, man, to celebrate those fucking pagan holidays, man. Okay, I just treat it as a normal day. I do it what I normally would. Okay, maybe I go train. Okay, have a workout. Maybe I'm at work. Okay, it's just a fucking normal day, man. But the fear of missing out is real, and you don't want to have a fear of missing out on stupid things like that. On fame of this world, on money of this world, of status of this world. You want to have fear of missing out, of not being of the elect, because that is coming through the fear of Yahweh, okay, fear of the Lord. Okay, that nurtures in the fear of the Lord, because you have fear of missing out, of being of the elect. So then you fear in the Lord that you wouldn't find mercy in His sight. So then you're gonna be on your best. So this is a powerful concept, this fear of missing out. You just don't want to use it wrong. Okay. And how could it not have an effect, okay, on your physical, mental, and emotional health? When everyone else around you is having fun without you, what can you do to feel good about where you are at and what you are doing on your own? Clinical health psychologist Amy Sullivan PsyD breaks down all the nuances of FOMO and shares an advice for how to avoid it or how to manage it when it inevitably creeps up. So what is FOMO? FOMO, or or the fear of missing out refers to the feeling or perception that other people are having fun, experiencing new things, or living a better life than you. And hey, that kingdom is the better life. Okay? And if you if you insist on being a fucking nigga on this side, you insist on being a simpleton, okay, a simple person, then you're gonna miss out on the beginning stages of the kingdom. You're gonna be born as a baby, having your head down, full of shame, man. Yeah, let me just read a little bit more. And while it most often pops up when you see or perceive these characteristics in people you love and you're close with, it can also occur with parasocial relationship. When you see people you don't know but follow on social media doing really cool things you wish you were doing, it can have a lasting impact on how you feel about yourself. With the advancement of social media, people are feeling like they can't escape FOMO, says Dr. Sullivan. We have access to everything 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and most people are on multiple platforms. Because of this, people are feeling like they're either missing out or they're not doing enough to reach their full potential. Which basically, how you tackle that is you just focus on yourself, man. You just focus on yourself and pray to Yahweh how shy that you're gonna be, the greatest that you can be in their sight, okay? The Apostle Paul said he don't focus on the things that are past, he focuses on the things which are forward. Because of this, people are feeling like they're missing out or they are not doing enough to reach their full potential, okay? Because they're, watching others, okay? There's a saying that comparison is the thief of joy. FOMO isn't entirely dependent on social media, though social media is perhaps FOMO's biggest culprit. FOMO can happen to anyone, anywhere, at any time. An athlete who frequently sees someone they look up to working out in the gym 4 to 5 days a week may experience stress associated with the belief that they're not able to commit to the time or keep up with such high standards. Okay, which basically, personally, I don't think 4 or 5 times training in a week is even that much. But yeah, the point being that you compare to others and then you see fear of missing out. Okay, someone who enjoys reading may become triggered by someone else's long list of books they have read over the course of a year and may feel as if they are not smart enough, educated enough, or able to maintain that level of comprehension. Okay, it goes into comparison. Okay, someone who wishes to be more socially involved or active might feel left out, anxious, or like they are not doing enough whenever they see or hear about other people traveling, going on adventures, and experiencing things they've never experienced in their own lives. And it is what I'm grateful for. In my young age, I got to travel the world, do these kinds of things, have experiences. Maybe it's because of that, or mostly it's because of this truth that you actually don't care, man. Because it says here, someone who wishes to be more socially involved or active might feel left out. But when you don't feel to be more socially involved, then you don't feel left out. Then you don't give a fuck, which is the case with the elect, man. With the hopeful elect, let's put it this way. We just focus on the truth, man. Okay, we just focus on doing us. Okay, we just focus on working out our own salvation with fear and trembling. That's Philippians 2:12. So we're not focused on what others are doing, bro. I couldn't care less, man. Okay, you see. Let's read this. In many ways, modern day FOMO is similar to the long-time phenomenon known as keeping up with the Joneses, the pressure of having to meet or exceed your neighbor's social status, wealth, and popularity. Okay, which is basically your neighbor, he has bought a car, then you buy a car. Then you see your neighbor, they buy a better car. Okay, like a new. Okay, they buy a new Mercedes-Benz, then you buy Mercedes-Benz. Then you see that they have 2 cars, they have Mercedes-Benz and a Lamborghini. And then you're like, what the fuck, man, now I have to also buy a Mercedes-Benz and a Ferrari. Then you see that they have a boat, they have bought a boat. So this is like a cycle that never ends, which that is just complete, that's a sickness, man. That's like that's a literal sickness, man, okay? But what you really want to be having the fear of missing out on is the kingdom, okay? So use this fear of missing out wisely. Don't use it to the things of the world, which doesn't matter, man. Daniel 12:1, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. Hey, America, United States of Babylon is going to be completely destroyed with nuclear missiles. If you're not of the elect, you're gonna behold and look when the elect are raised up to a UFO ship of Yahweh Shai, while you yourself are getting ready to be destroyed by a nuclear missile. Now tell me, can you have a greater fear of missing out than that, bro? You literally seeing that whole your country, America, is getting destroyed with nuclear missiles. Everything is getting wiped out. And you notice that there are people getting raised up to a spaceship. But you are not. You are missing out. How can you have a greater fear of missing out than that? And then, to make matters worse, you're gonna be waking up in the kingdom as a baby, and then you're just gonna be like, damn, I failed the game. And then the elect are gonna, tap you in the back, say, it's all good, man, you're in the kingdom now. But hey, let's read it, man. Daniel 12:1, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, the Israelites, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. Okay, it's talking about the Jacob's trouble, which is getting ready to occur. And at that time thy people shall be delivered. Okay, the elect of the Israelites, everyone that shall be found written in the book. Okay, verse 2, and many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake. Okay, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. So there are those Israelites who have died in this truth, okay, or been a martyr for this truth, and they're the ones that gonna get raised up first, and they're gonna be ready to receive that glorious transition to the kingdom. But those who have been living as niggas, have been living as waste men, okay, as blockheads, knuckleheads, okay, rebellious ones, okay, Israelites that don't care about the law, statutes, and commandments. They have been living as people that have been just wanting to do what they want, okay, making it in Babylon, okay, living my best life in Babylon, okay, which this whole world is the Babylon system. It doesn't matter if you're in Europe or somewhere else, man. You're still in the Babylon world system, and you don't want to indulge, bro. You don't want to indulge, okay. Apostle Paul said, use the word but don't abuse it, man. So there's all these kind of people who is abusing it, having their first priorities, building on this world and not on the truth of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. They're gonna wake up to shame and everlasting contempt. They're gonna hate themselves, bro. So you really wanna be fearing to miss out on being of the elect of the Hebrew Israelites. And this video was only to the Israelites, because if you are of the other nation, you cannot be included, in the first place anyway. So this video is only for the Israelites. Hey, with that, I'm gonna say Shalom. Hopefully, Yahweh Tazah, you were edified. Shalom.